I have a customer that brought in two Xbox One S's for repair. We're looking at the first one here. Both of them do not power on, and I'm going to show you why it's not powering on. So I have the motherboard out of the shell. Clearly, it looks to me like sugar was just spilled everywhere. I don't know exactly what's even going on here. Let's turn it here because this is where your MOSFETs are on the power rail. We've definitely got some problems here. Yeah, so things are not looking good with this Xbox One S. That is definitely pretty wild. I don't think I've ever seen that much sugar spilled onto a motherboard. But the next step in this repair process actually doesn't have to do with this. It has to do with the hard drive. I'm going to test this because if this is testing bad, we're kind of at a point there where let's say they spend their money and my labor time on repairing this motherboard, but they don't fix this, they still have a system that's either going to break or is already broken. But if we find out this is bad, then we have two separate repairs that we need to deal with. And we're at a crossroads with, is it practical, economical? So before I even touch that, I'm going to test this real quick and let's go on that journey together. Okay, hard drive's out of the caddy. I'm going to put it in what I call the hard drive toaster. We're going to look on the computer screen together with Crystal Disk Info and see if this is mechanically sound and working. And believe it or not, even with the condition of the system and how badly the exterior looked and everything, the hard drive is perfectly fine. So that's good news. Now that we know the hard drive's good, we can get this heatsink cake undone, and let's check and see what kind of damage we have. And I'm flipping this over to get the X-clamp off here, and I am seeing some pretty bad signs of corrosion here underneath the power phase on the other side. This is probably just coming up the layer, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is not good. Well, this isn't looking good at all, but let's continue on and see what we can accomplish. Oh boy. So what I'm going to do is try my best to remove all of this sugar. I'm guessing that's what this is. And the problem is it's kind of pooled around areas where a lot of heat has built up. And it also looks like to me there was liquid spilled and or this has melted and browned in some areas. So this is very bad, very bad. We've got RAM chips in here. This is the APU. We've got a lot of stuff that could have gone underneath that. And of course our power phases here. We have our coils, caps, MOSFETs, and then our power management IC chip here. So this is very bad news. Okay, so we've got it cleaned up. Let's go over everything that we've found here. This power phase, you'll see my X's here. These are all completely shorted out. Surprisingly, nothing in here was shorted. That's, you know, a plus, right? Yeah, we've got some major problems here. The corrosion is so bad that this is just not even the trace is just completely gone for that. I would need to, with a grinding pin or something, completely dig out, and you can see it underneath here as well. Dig out all the layers, and as we saw earlier, let me lift this up. That corrosion is so bad it goes through the entire motherboard to this side, and you can see how bad it is on that phase, and then also right over here too, just a little bit. Not only that, so with a microscope and this tilted, there is liquid damage or solidified sugar that melted, and it's underneath in the solder balls on these three RAM chips. And then on this side of the APU, there's a bunch of goop underneath the APU here, and then also more liquid underneath the APU here in the form of like a brown sugary substance. So in my opinion, I'm not going to repair this. That's my statement. I'm not going to fix it. The diagnostics on this is a ridiculous amount of work to get this system possibly functioning. It could be completely fried. Anytime we have liquid damage that gets under the APU, that is already #1 problem. Boom, that's dead. So yeah, that's my take on this one. But thanks for watching, guys. This is the side of tech stuff that you don't see all that often. It's never going to always be glitz and glamour and quick, easy repairs. Sometimes you have nightmares like this, and it's unfortunate because you know, this is someone's system. Maybe they've got materials on it that they want to salvage and play. And this should be a reminder to people to take care of your stuff and be more careful. But Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching.